Oh gosh. I hope I have everything. Oh goodness. Gotta drink my Pepsi. Help me focus. Help me focus on what I'm doing today. Oh, hello there, sweetie. Yes, you found it. Yes, come here. Yeah, I was a little nervous when you said you didn't want to drive together. I didn't know if you were going to stand me up. I'm like used to people standing me up, whether it be Davy or my friends. So I was just getting a little nervous. Thank you, darling. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that about you. I'm sorry. You would never. You've never steered me wrong ever. So, but yes, you can get comfortable in the chair there. They are going to have me probably have you in the sink most of the time. But I've got everything like pulled out over here. They're just going to have me walk through the steps and like show all the products and things and like what I offer in my specialty shampooing repertoire. Yeah, I know. A fancy word from me. Okay, so I don't know if I should take your hair down now or not. We could brush it out so it's ready, but oh yeah, okay, so that's Kathy over there. She was my main instructor, and then yeah, she might come over here and introduce herself, or she might not. She's kind of a strange bird, if I'm honest. And then we have where did she go? Yeah, we got, where is she? Betty Lou. Oh, you'll know Betty Lou when you see her. She's got big hair. Betty Lou. Oh, there she is. Betty Lou. Kathy. Okay. So, what was that, Betty Lou? Okay, we're ready to start. Alright, looks like everyone's in their seats. My stomach is making sounds now. I must be nervous. Okay, anyway, go ahead. Get comfortable in that chair there. I'll introduce you, of course, and then we'll begin. Alright, Kathy, we're good. We're good. Okay, Kathy says we're good. Alright, so, hello, everyone. I am, well, my name's not important. I am the most well-known hairdresser in, well, not even hairdresser, shampooer in this here town, alright? I've gotten awards, I've gotten medals. I don't know if they're the same, if they cross, if whatever, you know, I've gotten certificates. There are things to say that I am the best shampooer in this town. I work at that little salon over there off of yeah off 240. Yeah, so oh, okay, you've heard things about me. I hope they're all good things. You know, I thought I could get through today without hearing about Janine or Carol, but apparently not. Anyway, they don't really know me. This here, though, sitting in this chair, is my lovely client who comes to see me quite regularly, at least once a month, once every other month sometimes. And they are my favorite client. If I'm honest with you, they are very supportive of me, and they're just fantastic. So if you have the pleasure of knowing this lovely individual here, then you're blessed. Okay, But I'm going to show you today how to shampoo a client's hair. Now you may think shampooing is quite mundane, quite simple. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, there are many different ways you can shampoo hair. You can do it the right way or the wrong way, or you could even show some interest in that you care, and which is what I do. I do it the right way, and I show that I care, and then that obviously translates, because why would this lovely individual keep coming back to me if I didn't have something about me, right? Yeah. Okay, sorry, I need a sip of my Pepsi. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Pepsi is a hairdresser's best friend. Keeps you going. Not too spicy like that Coca-Cola. It's just right. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to show you the kinds of shampoos, and then we are going to brush through my client's hair. I'm going to show you some different kinds of brushes and combs, and we'll get started with the shampooing. But there are a vast amount of shampoos. Okay, so some of them that I like to use. Oh, I didn't grab the Suave. Oh no. Anyway, we got Suave at the salon. And, well, it smells good initially, and then once it's on your hands, it doesn't smell too nice after, and it dries your hands out, so I'm not even certain. Like, I'm sure it's moisturizing people's scalps, but it's not meant for your hands, so I've switched to using some of these other ones. So we got L'Oreal. Anyway, that's how we pronounce it at my salon, because we could be using fancier things, but my other managers do not agree that we need to pay any more money. But the most expensive things we get are beach waiver products. Okay. Anyway, this is L'Oreal Paris Elvive. Total Repair 5. This is the repairing shampoo. Now, I would use this if, say, my co-worker managers, Carol or Janine, did a little too much bleach on someone's hair, because this would definitely repair. It says 2% repair concentrate with protein, fights 5 signs of damage. Okay. And I don't know all the stuff that's hanging off of this, because I had to pull it out of the back room. I'm not even going to get started about the state of our employee back room. I don't know what's going on there, but this is the companion, the conditioner. Okay, this one, this set is my favorite set. Okay. But we've got some other ones now. If you're just starting out, just practicing. Dollar store shampoo is pretty reasonable. So what we use is this Apple Blossom Active Botanicals White Rain. Okay, so you also get a little bit more product in this one, it says, but it smells good and has an accompanying conditioner as well, and it's moisturizing. So I would assume, again, if damage has been done, and it smells good. Now, I will not be using all of these on my client today. I'm not going to ruin my client's hair by trying to show you all the different lathering and everything, but you can experiment on your mannequins with that if you so please. I will leave some of these here for you to mess with. I am no longer using some of these, but they're great to experiment with. Lastly, I have the OGX Biotin and Collagen Thick and Full shampoo, as well as the, again, accompanying conditioner. You can't shampoo without a conditioner. You could, but it's just stripping your hair. And also, sometimes I like to mix it up and do the conditioner first if I can see that the client's hair is quite dried out. You need to be careful of that. You don't want to dry out a client's hair, so sometimes doing conditioner before you do the shampoo can be super helpful. It'll just retain more of the oils and all of that. Now, if you'd like to pass them around and sniff them, go right ahead. This one has a wonderful smell, actually. Sweet thing, do you want to use this on your hair instead? Because I know we use the L'Oreal Elvive quite a bit. Yeah, there's something. I know you like vanilla smells. There's something about this that's vanilla. We could try it for sure. Okay, well, we're going to try this one then. So we're going to do the OGX today. This one's fairly new at the salon, so we haven't tried it on my client yet. But let's say an exclusive blend with vitamin B7, biotin, collagen, and hydrolyzed wheat protein helps to infuse nutrients into every strand and creates the appearance of thicker, fuller, healthier looking hair. My client, as you can see, has a full head of hair, thick hair at that. And this, well, we'll just see what this does, okay? But I'm already going to know what that one does. So I'm going to set this one aside. We're going to use this. Again, pardon me, my mouth is getting dry from all this talking. I do usually talk quite a bit, so I am, you know, it's not like this is unnatural for me. I am, well, a little nervous. Oh, and yeah, before we get you all set up in the display sink here, I also wanted to talk to you all about dry shampoo. Now, this stuff can be a miracle. It can make it or it can break it. This is just something mainly for your own personal needs. I do not typically recommend using dry shampoo in the salon unless you are styling somebody for a fashion show or something where their hair needs to be a little dirty to hold shape, stuff like that. Okay, now I will not be showing you styles today. I am still learning styles myself, so I am just not too confident in that right now. Most of you here, I assume, are just shampooing. Okay, quite a bit of you are just shampooing. Now, I would recommend, being the age I am, that doing more than just shampooing can be quite beneficial if you'd dabble in at least styles. I know trimming can be quite overwhelming for us shampooers. You're just worried about ruining the hair. I get it, okay? At least maybe expand to also learning styles because you do not want to get pigeonholed. Okay. No pigeonholes. Anyway, Tresemme. Well, I don't pronounce it Tresemme. That's how you're supposed to pronounce it. But I say, I like to call it Tresemme Street, if you will. Says it's also used by professionals. And this one is for specifically oily, straight to normal hair. And you should be spraying this at yourself or your client's hair from at least 8 to 6 inches away. If you do it too close, like I said, makes it or breaks it, will make it look disgusting. We do not want anyone's hair to look disgusting. Now, that one will leave a white sheen in your hair. This one, like I said, Beach Waver is the most expensive type of products we use at our salon. Second Chance Dry Shampoo. Alright, now this stuff, no color. Even if you mess up and get a little too close, it will not leave any sort of residue in your hair. And let's see, these ones have lovely smells. This one's Brazilian berry. Don't tell everyone, but I actually use this today. Alright, if you yeah, we can't tell Kathy and we can't tell Betty Lou, I'm sorry, my client had a question. Okay. So, yeah, again, shake it well. Do not forget to shake it. It messes with the formula. Alright, and then you do not brush it through your hair right away. That also means do not brush it through your client's hair right away. You are taking it straight out of the hair. You need to let it sit and soak up the oils, and then you're good to go. Okay, now we can move on to the shampooing. Yes, Betty Lou. I know that was quite a bit of an intro, wasn't it? Okay, well, I'm going to get the client into the sink now, and we'll begin with all of that. Now, if you could just bear with me, I will be getting all this out of the way. Go ahead, pass it all around, read the products, read the instructions. It's all good. Okay. Okay, now we have the client in the sink, everyone. Okay, as you can see, client is in the sink. Okay, so we're going to take the client's hair and we're going to take it out of here. Oh, you have some pins in your hair, sweetie. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, there we go. I have to put these somewhere where I won't forget them. Alright. Okay, client is in the sink, taking the hair down. I'm going to have to brush through it. Okay. Alright. All is good there. Alright, so as you can see, the client has this beautiful strawberry blonde. Okay, I did this myself. I know it is quite a challenge, honestly, but we're going to brush through the hair now to get onto the brushes. Again, beach waver. This is a very well loved brush. Cleaned it as best I could. It is sanitized, but you know, we're all friends here. I think I recognize most of you anyway. So we're all friends here, but me and my friend here are friends, so it's fine. Alright, this one. I prefer this one now over any other one I have. Just listen. It's just going through those knots. Yes, beautifully, isn't it? So I want to only brush this side of the head. Only brushing this side of the head with this brush, so I can show you the difference. And then you can also kind of massage the scalp with brushes like this. Alright. Anything to just increase your client's experience with you. You just want to make sure it's a good one, because that'll keep them coming back to you. You'll keep them requesting you. They'll tell your friends, or they'll tell their friends, maybe even your friends, and then everyone will be coming to you. So as you can see here, I just need to do the underneath a little bit of this side of the head, but as you can see, look at how freaking silky smooth that is. Look at that. Do you see that? Beautiful. Okay. Now, let me show you what we're going to brush the other side with. Hair. I'm not saying it's ratty. Your hair is never ratty, okay? But because it was in a messy bun, it fell down like this, and that's how knots form. So we don't want knots. We're going to brush we're going to brush through this side now with a bamboo wooden brush. This one can be more gentle in terms of massaging the scalp if you're looking to massage your client's scalp. Now with this kind of brush, I would recommend starting with the ends. Okay. And then work your way up. The other one, you can start a little bit higher up. It's always recommended that you start with the ends and work your way up, but the beach waver one, I would say at least mids you can start up. Okay. And as you can see, this one's a lot quieter as well. Sometimes clients may get overstimulated by sounds in the salon. And honestly, it's common, okay? So we're not going to shame anyone. You don't shame your client. That would be horrendous, okay? Everyone, you need to be understanding as a shampooer, okay? So if this is the case for you and your client like requests some more quiet time in the salon or just can't handle some of the noises, wooden brushes, a lot quieter, a lot more soothing, like I said. The balls on the bristles here, the little pegs, I'm not sure what exactly they're called because bristles to me are more the wiry ones. But these are much more calming and comfortable for most people, okay, especially any environmental stimuli that may be too much, okay? Trust me, if there were things I could do to quiet my salon down, I for certain would. But we got gossipers in my salon, and that doesn't stop, does it? Okay, so now we got a comb. And the comb, we're just going to double check that we got through everything. You do not want to start shampooing knotty hair. That's going to make it 10 times worse. We do not want to knot anyone's hair in the sink. If you cause problems like that, you might have issues, okay? Alright, so we're just checking both sides here. Looking good to me. So wide tooth comb is good for curly hair. It is also good for if your client's hair is not proned. It'll pull less, okay? So something like this. Again, Beach Waver, they sent it to me with one of the last orders. Anyway, then we got, of course, your rat tail comb, which you're all accustomed to, especially if you're doing sectioning. Okay. Alright, so this one for clients with not as thick hair. I'm not going to say thin hair, but for clients with the hair that's not as thick as others, you can find that these ones will run right through the hair as well. Now, since my client's hair is very well combed, very well brushed, you can see that there is no problem here as we go through it. And no problem over here as we go through it. Okay. That is that. So let's get to the shampooing part, right? We've been here for nearly half an hour and we haven't started shampooing yet, okay? So you're going to wet your client's hair down. Typically this is my favorite kind of spray bottle. It has a delayed spray. It like builds up, puts a lot of pressure in the bottle, and then it sprays for longer than your little one you have to keep spraying. This one puts out more. Okay, so we're going to wet the hair down now. As you can see, I'll show you what I mean by this. See? Good. Also dampens the hair a lot faster, which is what we want. Okay. So we're going to get the ends and the mids. Just dampen all of the hair. And now we're going to dampen the scalp. So what I'm going to do here is just cover my client's eyes just so that they don't get a ton of water in their eyes. And you only need the hair to be damp enough, okay? Damp enough to start the process, and then you can keep adding water and rinsing it out. Now I'm going to wipe your eyes, sweet thing, okay? I don't want you to have water all up in your eyes. There you go, sweetie. Just one moment. Okay. Are you doing all right down here? Good. Also, checking in with your client is something I would recommend. You do not want to just be massaging aggressively. You don't want to be like pulling at the hair, yanking at knots, stuff like that. Check in with your client. You do not want an upset client. So as you can see, I got my ring on. Married to Davy, but doesn't always feel like it. I got some bracelets on. We're going to take them off so we don't damage them. And then we're going to get the shampoo. And because I am over here in the display sink, I am going to spray a little bit more water. Okay, so as you can see, this is a lovely purple shampoo. It's not necessarily a purple shampoo, but it is colored purple. This fragrance is familiar to me. I can't put my finger on it. It'll come to me. So I'm just applying the shampoo to the scalp. And in order to give a proper shampoo head massage, you will need more. So what we need to do is, you want to do this kind of motion around the hairline. Okay, so we're just going to do that, do a little bit of that. And then work your way back. Don't mean to be bumping you, sweet thing. The chair's a little rickety. At least it's not as bad as back at the salon, right? Yeah. Alright, so now, like I said, we're going to get a little bit more water. And even a little bit more shampoo, because we're going to start working towards the back of the head as well. You want to make sure you're doing the perimeter of the scalp along the hairline. Work your way back. I know what that smell is. It finally came to me. It's pink sugar. I know, you know too, yeah. Took me a minute, but it was familiar. Alright, so we're lathering up the scalp. Lather it up. You want to work around the sides here, the ears. And you want to use pressure. Now remember, this is a massage as well as hair washing, and you want your scalp to be clean by the end of it. But if you have nails, do not dig into your client's scalp. That would cause lots of discomfort. So now that we've got most of this going on, we're going to work it through the ends. Now you want to include the ends. You can put them on the scalp if you like to. Make sure they're in there. Just massage again. And this should take at most 5 minutes, but you do not have to make it 5 minutes. Unless your client, of course, has paid for specifically the shampoo head massage specially that you offer. So now that we've got the shampoo all over, we want to also use it as a sliding agent. Okay, so you can have tools. Dry my hand off again, so I'm not getting everything all shampooey. Alright. What I also like to offer to my clients is a head massage with one of these head massagers. Okay, let me show you. Okay, so you just put it over the scalp like that, and you go like this. Okay. Now that helps to get it all over the scalp. I'm going to move back a little bit. May get areas you have missed. And then you can do this swirl motion, okay? Lots of the clients like that. Okay, it especially works with shampoo. Alright, now you just wipe that off. Another kind of massaging tool I like to offer is this little scalp massager. It's more like fingers. There's 5 little nubs. And you can put that on the scalp as well and just work that through like this. Okay. Get around the ears especially. This one helps with getting the back of the head and the ears. And you can be slightly aggressive with these massages, okay? As long as you're communicating with the client and know the pressure that they can handle and all that. So, sweet thing, is that all right? Am I doing enough pressure? Is it too much? Okay, I thought so. My client and I have been together for quite a while, so I already have a feeling for what they're fine with here. Yes, you have a question? Well, these tools, okay, 2 of them from the dollar store. You can really find head massaging tools anywhere, as long as they're approved by your manager. You could even ask the lovely instructors here. We got Kathy and Betty Lou. Just applying some more water here. because you'll need to after a little while. The scalp starts to eat up the shampoo and you don't want that. So, other tools, I'm not going to demonstrate all of them, but we've got this massager here. Okay. Now this is typically for a back or so. If your client has short hair, this would be really good for short-haired clients. Long hair like this on my client probably get knotted in there. It's not, like I said, not made for shampooing necessarily, but you can find ways. And then there's also these facial rollers that these work great around the ears. So let me show you here. Hold on, sweet thing. We're just gonna see around the ears is really relaxing. Even along the jawline, you can kind of work in little bits of facial massage here, but don't want to overdo it because that can be a whole separate service in your salon. So do that. And then my favorite tool here is this Gua Sha jade comb. Now this one I like to do with different kinds of products as well. Okay, you can do this with just shampoo. Let me show you. Sweet thing, I'm just going to get around your face with this. There we go. And as you can see, it does pick up the shampoo. I'm going to get the back of the head now. Great. So along with this comb, I'll show you some other things I like to offer as well. We're going to have to rinse out the client though, so we want to do that. And then some treatments you can do while conditioning. I will get to that. So at a professional sink, you will have the faucet and a sprayer to use, so that way you don't have to use a spray bottle. I'm just used to using a spray bottle because that is how my salon works. We do not have those hoses. Just taking some of the dampness out of the hair now. Okay, perfect. Now, close the shampoo. Yeah, I don't know how many times I've dropped the shampoo and it's been like exploding all over. Oh, trust me, if you forget to close it and it falls over, that's coming out of your paycheck. Does not come out of the salon's. So here we have the conditioner now, which this is thicker, and you can see, look at how beautifully purple that is. So now remember, conditioner does not lather like shampoo, and you apply this through the ends of the hair. Okay, the ends of the hair. Alright. And then you can always work your way up to the mids. And then I like to say if you have any excess, you can go ahead and swipe it on the hairs on the top of your head, because you never know, you might have shorter hairs up there, like baby hairs, regrowth, stuff like that, you know. So it's always good to nourish the whole strand, but you mainly want to focus on the ends because split ends are common. And the damage starts most of the time, especially if you're using heat towards the end here. As you can see here, my client needs a trim. They know that. But, okay, so as the conditioner is setting in the rest of the hair, you can go ahead, just do a little rinsey rinse on my hands here. Okay, you can go ahead and offer some additional services, okay? So you can moisturize the scalp with conditioning hair masks. Let me show you one that I like to use but haven't used in a while. It's just not a ton of people coming in lately looking to have their hair conditioned, but as the weather warms up, you can assume that people are probably going to want some conditioning, especially if they're bleaching and dyeing their hair. So this one's good. Now I brought these for show. I can't use all these products on my client's hair, but there's that. We also have, where did it go? Oh, okay. An apple cider vinegar wash, which is great for purifying the scalp as well. The acids like to eat through the oils and such, so that is something. And you just apply it in lines, and you can go across back that way as well if you'd like to. Just depends on the individual client and how much, you know, like their scalp can take. So always start with less and work to more if you have to. But my client really likes to use this hair serum here, and so we're going to use this today for me to show you that, okay? So this is what I typically massage into their hair when we do the more in-depth treatments. And you just do a couple of drops, okay? It does not need to be crazy up in here. Just a couple around the top of the scalp. And this one is made with essential oils and aloe, argan oil, coconut oil, a lot of like natural oils, okay? So that's when this can come in, and this will really massage everything into the scalp. So we're just gonna really get that in there. Does anyone have any questions? Like I said, I mainly just like to talk to my clients, get to know them. That's how I build, you know, like a relationship with each individual, and that's why they look forward to coming back to me, because I pay attention. Obviously, I mean, okay, so let's say you're in a relationship, and the person you're in a relationship with just doesn't listen to you. You talk all the time. Trust me, I know this firsthand. If any of you have met my husband, Davey, out and about in town, you'd know he's not the best listener, but he definitely. Anyway, they don't listen to you, of course, then you're not going to want to keep talking to them. You're not going to want to keep telling them stuff. You might even leave them. So we don't want to be like Davy. We want to be interesting. You want to talk about things going on in your life. You want to ask about their kids, their job, their dog, perhaps. My dog, Waylon, he's quite well known. You probably, if any of you have kids, he probably walks your kids at the crosswalk. Ah, you know Waylon? Good on you. He's a good one, isn't he? Oh, yeah. So, yes, now we work the serum in, and of course you can spend more time on that if you want. This is just for the demonstration. And we've given the serum enough time to sit as well as the conditioner. So you're going to do a full-on rinse. And rinsing includes more massaging through the hair. Just going to spray some of the hair. My hands got shampoo all over them, conditioner, so it's kind of hard to grip the spray bottle now. It happens. Then just a good old spray down. Yes, you over there. I don't know any of your names. You can get, like I said, a lot of these products at the dollar store. Especially for starting out. The dollar store, even local drugstore. I think you can even get OGX at the drugstore, which is what we used here today, and it smells fantastic. I'm just doing the rinse now, getting everything out of the hair. Okay, and so no, I really don't think it. Janine and Carol actually saw Justin Bieber. Why is that a thing going around here? Betty Lou, I can't tell you anything, can I? The students don't need to know that, Betty. What? Betty, you jokester. Okay, well. No, I think. Oh gosh. I know it is quite silly though. Okay, so what you're going to want to do now is scoop all of the hair up. You're going to scoop it up. Sweet thing, just lift your head for me. Thank you for just a second here. And you're going to get a fresh towel. Okay, you're going to lay it behind your client. And then, I don't know if you've seen that new like head wrap with a towel tutorial if you don't have one of those hair towels. I think they're like the Twisty Turbans or, you know, the other brands of the sort. I came up with this. Okay, you're going to fold it like this over. Okay, are you paying attention? You in the green? Yeah, you're going to want to watch because this looks really fancy. Okay, you fold it over this way once. And then you're going to take the other side now. Okay, you're going to go over. And you're going to tuck that under the back. It should be just long enough. You can practice on your mannequins in front of you if you'd like to. And then the stuff on the top here. All this extra. Alright. It's got their hair in it, so you gotta be careful. Alright. You're gonna twist it maybe once or twice clockwise. And then you're going to open the end of it. Should not have any other hair at this point. And you're going to just drape it over the top. It does get quite crazy and large, okay? It's a giant towel. You probably can't do this with a shorter towel. Kathy, your heels are kind of loud. Thank you. Okay. And you just tuck the ends underneath the back side of the towel, and it makes this cocoon shaped thing on the top of the head, but it keeps all the hair in, and it just looks fancy. And that's pretty much what you want. You want to look fancy. Convince everyone that you're fancy. Your main concern. Sweetie, you can go ahead and sit up as I talk about this. So your main concern then is just the shampoo and head massage. You want it to look professional, and you want your clients to tell their friends. Like, that's what we all want, okay? So yes, and we can pick up any extra towels we used now and put them off to the side. I'm going to put my rings back on. Does anyone have any questions pertaining to what I talked about and not anything that goes on at where I work? Okay, yeah. Like I said, you gotta communicate with your client about like pressure. If you got nails, you want to make sure you're not scratching the scalp. Abrasions on the scalp can be quite painful, especially if the client then decides to bleach their hair sometime soon. If sometimes they come in with like really dirty hair. I know that Carolyn, Janine, I'm not sure if it's common practice, but they have me wash it first and then they'll dye it or whatever. And I don't know the science around that, so I don't know if that's the most effective method anyway. But I know from other shampooers I've worked with that creating cuts on the scalp with nails right before they're having their hair bleached or so causes a lot of pain. And there is ways to get around that, but it's not made for, like, it's not foolproof for anyone or everyone. But yeah, so any other questions? Okay. Microfiber towels like the twisty turbans, you can get those pretty much like at Walmart or anywhere, even online. Probably the website themselves probably have where you can get them. Amazon, probably get them in larger packs. I would recommend having quite a few if you're going to do that instead of towels. Yes. Okay. Well, I don't know much about opening your own salon or opening your own shampoo bar. Oh, okay. Oh, that sounds real nice, actually. If you know much about that, maybe you can tell me about that in the future. You want to open an asthma bar? Okay, you know about asthma. It was ASMR. Oh, okay, ASMR. Sorry, I just see it on the paper and I read asthma. But oh, that sounds real nice. Then, like specifically, that sounds like right up my alley. Actually, I can't stand some of the people I work with. Not to name names, but something like that would be real nice, because then I could like focus and be taken seriously for my shampooing. Yes, if you ever do that, you know where to find me. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, I think we've spent quite a bit of time together. Kathy, Betty Lou, is there anything you want me to cover otherwise? Well, I'll have to take most of the products back with me, but the White Rain can stay, and the Tresemme Street, that can stay, and yeah, the rest of it can come back with me. I can't afford to leave some of this stuff, but oh, Kathy, stop it. Oh, you're embarrassing me. Yeah, my name's on the wall over there. I don't know if you saw. Yeah. Alright, well, my client's hair is up and drying in the towel. You can stay and watch me brush it if you want to. Otherwise, you're free to go practice now. I can see your volunteers are here, so you can practice on real individuals. Now that you have this knowledge, motions are important. Remember to do circles, and then there's like zigzags you can do, and then pressure points. You want to do pressure points around the scalp. If you look in your textbook, if it hasn't changed, okay, there are pressure points on the back of the scalp. If your client deals with a lot of headaches, there are places for that. So you can just learn all sorts of things, and everything can benefit your client in that way, and that is how you build relationships with people and how you get supported. Yeah, stuff like that. Okay, cool. So I'm going to brush your hair out now. Let's take my little towel contraption down. I know, didn't that work great? Now I know I post one TikTok about how to put your hair up. Sorry, I'm rattling all the things over there. I post one TikTok about how to wrap hair up in a towel, and now everybody's doing it. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna probably use the beach paper brush again, just so you're not walking around with the towel on. Yeah, because of how this sink is, if you want to go home and rinse your hair out again with your shower. I was also moving kind of quickly, so I don't want to leave anything in your hair, Thank you for helping me with this. Hope I didn't embarrass you anywhere. I gotta move that thing. It keeps getting bumped. Okay, great. I'm gonna bring your hair over to this shoulder, okay? Just so I can get a better grip on the ends here. Brush it through. Oh, sorry. So everything was fine then. Great. Well, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities for me, I assume, where because they asked me to come speak. I don't know if they'd hire me here. Could be a thing, could be a possibility. Sorry, I bumped your chair again. Yeah, if that individual opens up an ASMR salon, I might see about moving over there, working there, instead of with not Kathy, Carol and Janine. yeah, like change is good, right? I can't be stuck around them drama queens the whole time. Yeah, it's not good for a person. Okay, great. Everything looks good. Just wanted to make sure I'm brushing you out good. I'm gonna have to clean the brush as well. But yeah, okay, so that's good. Thank you again for helping me. I really mean it. It's so important. It's important to me anyway. I know it's not important to everybody. That's why I wouldn't ask Carol or Janine, because they would probably make fun of me the whole time. But anyway, I know we're supposed to be doing your thing. Did you say what day? I can't remember. I don't have the calendar here. You know, I put that on the company issued calendar, and now I can't think of what you said. Okay, you'll have to text me the date and remind me, but yeah, so I'm just gonna stay here and clean up my mess, pack it all up. Yeah, actually, if you could take those shampoos that I said I was keeping out to the car, it's unlocked. You can get that in there, and then I'll just put everything in my bag here. I'd appreciate that immensely. Thank you. Yeah, I just can't thank you enough. Thank you. Alright, I'll see you soon then, sweet thing. Okay, bye. Yeah, Betty Lou, my client's just picking up all the shampoos I said I was keeping, and I'll be out of here. I just gotta pick up my tools. Okay. If you ever want me to come back, just let me know. But I'll get out of here in about 5 minutes, alright? Alright. Okay, thank you.